Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back. Oh, this is the segment. I was excited. I woke up. I'm not joking. I woke up and this was the first thing I thought about was I couldn't wait to get on the air and talk to you guys about this. Over the weekend, I got a chance to watch Steven Spielberg's remake of West Side Story. Before I give you my thoughts, let's look at the little trailer, a little bit of the trailer, and we'll talk about it on the other side. Take a look.
Do you want to start World War III?
You know, I wake up to everything I know either getting sold or wrecked or being taken over by people that I don't like.
You keep away from him. As long as you're in my house.
I'm a grown-up now, Bernardo. I'm gonna think for myself.
Tony, we need you if we're going to war. Who are you? Friend or foe?
If you go with him, no one will ever forgive you.
I'll cut right to the chase. I loved this. I absolutely loved this. I don't often like remakes. I always say on this broadcast that if you're going to do a remake, especially if, a classic, if you're going to touch a classic, there better be a darn good reason to do it. And Steven Spielberg found 50 or 60 great reasons to redo this. I say that number because of this extraordinary cast. The ensemble made up of about 50 or 60 folks, just incredibly, most had never appeared in a motion picture before, much less a Steven Spielberg picture. And unlike the original, which used non-Puerto Rican actors. Now look, and I'm not taking anything, West Side Story, the original, is one of my favorite musicals. But the movie obviously used non-Puerto Rican actors to play the Puerto Rican folks in the movie. And this one, the casting is authentic and it is quite simply beyond brilliant. Ariana DeBose, who plays Anita in this, is, well, first of all, let's talk about her. That's Rachel Zegler, who Steven Spielberg found her fresh from a Shrek high school musical. She responded to a Twitter ad for casting of West Side Story. So obviously has never appeared in a Law and Order, not even a guest appearance in anything. And here she is as Maria, arguably one of the most iconic movie roles in history. And she soars. I'm going to use a cheesy critic line. She is a revelation. And going back to Anita, played in the original by the legendary Rita Moreno, who's in this, and I'll get to her in a second. The character of Anita and Ariana DeBose, spectacular. Spectacular. Taking nothing away, because you can't, it's Rita Moreno. Taking nothing away from her portrayal of Anita, Ariana is a force of, here's another cliche, a force of nature. America, the number America, is, I'm not kidding. We Minnesotans have a tendency to clap at the end of movies. I wanted to stand up at the end of America. The way it is shot, and I'll get to that too. The way it is shot, the way Ariana moves, the way the company moves. You want in your fingernail a little bit of the talent that these people have. And now we'll talk about Spielberg. This movie is cinematically gorgeous. Another reason to make, another great reason, Spielberg loved this, the source material, because this really isn't a remake of the movie. This is taking the source material of the Broadway show from the late 50s. That's what Spielberg used. The sets aren't all on movie studios. He shoots in actual locations, which is also different from the original. Most of the original was shot on a backlot or in a movie studio. This, he takes you to the neighborhood in New York. He takes you there. He takes you to the West Side where the Jets and the Sharks are fighting. And the end will break you. I bawled at the end. Rachel Zegler as Maria, she'll kill you. She'll devastate you. And Rita Moreno sings a song at the very end that will just brings you to tears in all the right ways. This should be seen. It breaks my heart that it had a very low box office. I think mainly because I don't know if a lot of young people love these classic musicals, but they should. The audience that we saw it with, I think we would have stood up if we could. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes long, but it doesn't feel like 2:30. If I was grading Steven Spielberg movies, I would say Jaws, A Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, E.T., and West Side Story. This is just a triumph in every way a movie can be a triumph. Writing, songs, casting, cinematography, and directing. Take your family to this. It's a movie. And see it in a theater. If there's a movie that demands your presence in a movie theater, it's West Side Story. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's playing now, and it should get a heck of a bigger box office than what it got last weekend. We're going to take a break, my friends, when we come back from a big movie to a Christmas movie on the small screen. Another Christmas movie review when we return. Back after this.